Cause every time we try to break it down and build again. Yeah, every time we try to make up for something lost. You know, we're never letting go. This time we can reach the sky on a prayer. We go higher than high. Yeah, wide awake, it's a big mistake, cause it's something we can deny. But with a love like this, we'll never fall. All of a sudden
Welcome world, welcome to Hollis-tics, episode number 2. Wow, okay, this is very exciting. Last night was a big night here in my apartment, and out to the world there. I did my first episode of Hollis-tics, and this is episode 2, and I said to myself, and I said it on air then, I'm going to try to pick a consistent slot, and I'm going to do it. Hold on, I'm fixing my hair here in real time. And I'm going to do this show weekly, like every night. Now, I'm just deciding, today's Sunday, so I'm thinking to do it every night at 7. I don't know if I'll do it 7 days a week, but at least 5 days a week. But now I started on a weekend, so I'm going to do it all week at 7 o'clock. So you know where to find me. So as I said, we're going to work out the kinks together. This is building this from the ground up in real time. They tell me that consistency is key. So that's what I've been told. So like a job, I'm going to be here every night. And my mom would be proud. I have a job now. No, but I have a job. I work all the time. But yeah, so here we are. Here we are, world. And I did fix a few kinks. Now, last night I was like, why isn't anyone chatting? Or there was a couple comments. But that's something I'm still working out. I'm not sure where this is broadcasting right now. I thought it was broadcasting on YouTube last night. It wasn't. So I'm going to check in real time and see if it's on YouTube. Let's check together. And then we'll get into the day's events. Yeah, it's not on YouTube right now. It says live in 2 minutes. It should be live. I'm not sure why that's happening. So that kind of sucks. But I did put the episode from last night on YouTube, so that is up there if you want to rewatch it. And I didn't share it or get a chance to do all that. But it's not on YouTube, unfortunately. It is on X, on our VOP USA Radio account. It's live on there at VOP USA Radio. That's the username or whatever to look for. And one of the most exciting places this is broadcasting is my own website and Dan and I's website for Voice of the People USA Radio. That went there first, and on there is a channel. It's under health and wellness and faith and spirituality, because I was, where should I put this? Arts and entertainment. It's a bit of everything, but I do talk a lot about spirituality and faith, and we're going to get into holistic health and stuff like that as the program unfolds. As I said, I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but you don't have to plan everything. You just kind of talk, and I'm here. I want to just be here consistently. And as I said last night in my podcast and the video, I just want to grow a community of people to connect with and know that there's a voice that is here every night for you to listen to if you want to, if you're into this kind of stuff. But just to be here to connect with people. As I said, I could sit here and try to plan everything. I have some stuff I want to talk about, but we're just going to go with the flow. And I would love to get some guests on eventually. So I am going to do guests. I have some people in mind I'd love to bring on the show. And we're just going to kind of see where it goes and have fun. I'm a little more relaxed tonight. I think the first episode I was a little bit like, hi, I'm Hollis. And I don't know if I was like that. I watched it back and I was like, oh, it's not that bad. So, but it's getting the hang of it. I'm manning everything myself. And last night, like I said earlier, I was wondering why the chat wasn't on the screen, but then I realized I have to add a chat box. So I don't know. Let's see if I type something in my chat, if it shows up on the screen. I'm doing it right now. If it shows up on the screen, we're good. If not, I'll try to do it for next time. Oh, it did. Look at it. It showed up in the screen. Do you guys see it? It's very small. I probably could make it bigger, but I'll work on that as well. But there you go. That's why last night it wasn't on the screen, because I didn't put like the chat box or whatever. So I worked on that today. So now if you guys leave a comment, we can look at it in real time there. And that's why also let's see, let me see if I could copy and paste this. I don't really need to, but this is in the chat room. I guess that's the thing I get a little bit confused in learning about, depending on where you're watching it, where you're chatting. I might not see it if it's not in the Twitch chat room. Then there's Twitch. So there's a lot. So last night, as I said, it was a big milestone because you're here and you're doing, you okay, Annie? You're here and you're doing, how does it sound? See, again, we're in real time here. I'm not on Rumble. That's unfortunate because I put the key in there, the stream key and all that stuff. So I'm not on Rumble. I guess I'm on X and I'm on rvopusaradio.com. Those are the two main places. So this is a week of just working at the kinks because this is the weekend. So Monday through Friday, that's my task for tomorrow. Try to get all this stuff continuing to get it all worked out so we're in one place. And we're going to get there, guys. We're going to get there. Rome wasn't built in a day. And it's funny we say Rome because last night I was saying today is the Ides of March. Today's March 15th. Very interesting if you know a little bit about that, about Julius Caesar. And I even Googled last night because I never read it myself. I was talking about last night the Cliff Notes and all that in high school. We had to read Shakespeare, but it was always it's hard to understand as I'm dumb, but it's in a different, language or whatever. I'm listening to see how it sounds. Ides of March. Okay, we're working out some kinks here in real time. Let me go to my settings, see the audio. Okay, yeah, I guess the audio is not sounding so great. Hold on one second. Nothing changed on my end. Let me see. Hold on. Mic. I don't know if I want to mess with this stuff too much. Does it still sounding bad?
Very long delay.
Oh, there's a long delay. Yeah, it doesn't sound good. Okay, yeah, I guess the audio's not sounding so great. Hold on one second. Nothing changed on my end. Let me see. Hold on. We're going to start it again. I'll pretend it's started again, but hold on. If anyone's there, I don't know if anyone's in here anyway, but I hope if you are, this is real time. This is real life. I didn't change anything.
Yes.
It still sounds bad. Okay, let's try this. Hello, hello, hello. How about that?
What?
Hold on.
I gotta wait like a minute to hear it.
Let's see. Yeah, there's a delay.
Can't even make out what you're saying.
No, still sounds bad. This is the frustrating part. This is nothing changed since last night. I didn't do anything differently. So, I don't want to do a show with really bad audio, So, I think I'm going to leave. Maybe I'll come back in a little bit when I get this figured out. This is very frustrating. Hello. I don't want to give up, but just be a quitter. I think it's kind of good I didn't. Yeah. Nothing changed.
I don't know what I'm gonna be able to do to fix it. I have no idea what happened.
Mic audio. Let's see. Wow. See, guys? You can't quit, though. Gonna have to come back. I'm gonna have to fix it. And Dan has to do a show, too, so I have to see what's wrong with it for his. But I see there's 6 people in here. Again, I'm just technical difficulties. This is the second show, and it was fine last night. It sounded really good, but now it doesn't sound so great. I think it still sounds bad. So this is good that I'm not, like, I didn't tell everyone and it's not going out everywhere. It's not broadcasting live to YouTube. Facebook doesn't work. Instagram's a joke. Okay. So, stay tuned. If I get it better, I'm going to come back. But I'm going to sign off and see what happened here. Because hello. Alright, we'll try it again. So I'm going to leave, and then I'm going to come back and see if it's fixed. Sorry if there's people watching, Dan's dad. We're going to get this all figured out, because I don't want to be like a robot talking, even if robots in the world.